Congratulations to all the Author Academy students. I hope you had a really good year. My name is Sylvia Ahrens. I'm a retired English teacher. I've written several books of poems and one mystery novel. This year I had the great pleasure of working with Jenny Daugherty. Jenny's developing a manuscript that is part memoir, part photography, and part poetry, and it takes place in both Kentucky and New Mexico. Jenny is a prolific writer who has a great range of knowledge and a wonderful vocabulary, great control of the language. We worked through a lot of hard challenges this year, and we worked through a lot of laughter, and I'm really happy with what she has accomplished this year. I'm going to read from the introduction to her manuscript entitled Wearing Words. My parents were fugitives. On my original birth certificate, the names listed under mother and father don't belong to them. Instead, they were stolen from two unknown infants who died shortly after their births were registered. New identities were something that could be done without much trouble in that time, before computers and digital footprints, if you knew the right people, had the desire, and the cash. I don't know where they found a fixer to provide that particular service, but I'd guess Papa had the connection. Mama was cursed to always pick the wrong man, a malady that would affect both our lives in more ways than we could ever imagine. Papa was 6'4" of trouble, and everyone but her could see it coming. I was born in the Pacific Northwest under the shadow of Mount Rainier on July 3rd, just in time to declare my independence from the womb. One of the few remaining photographs from that day show Mama clearly composed, sitting cross-legged on a mattress on the floor. The slate blue satin nightgown strains to contain the wide dome of her stomach, and in the background, the midwife busies herself with something nearby. Mama's face is turned away from the camera. Long strands of nut brown hair cascade down her cheek and across the set of her shoulders. Only her hands show tension. I wonder if the midwife called her by her new name when she urged Mama to push, if the fear of discovery added to the strain of labor, and if that fear was passed from mother to child through the blood, an involuntary inheritance. After my arrival, they packed everything back into the old and battered yellow school bus that had brought them from Kentucky and continued their escape from civilization. Eventually, they settled on a remote hippie commune in the mountains just west of Spokane. A pot-bellied wood stove in the bus provided heat, a way to cook, and warmed water for cleaning and baths in the galvanized steel wash tub. They raised their own food, chopped wood, and grew marijuana. This was to be their utopia, a simple life outside of the boundaries of convention, members of a primitive agrarian society for outcasts, idealists, and those who didn't want to be found. It would be 2 years before the FBI caught up with them. It's a wonder, really, that my name isn't Rainbow or Bluebird, given those origins. Instead, I was named plainly for a beloved old aunt who never had children, a small connection to my mother's past, and one of the few that she hadn't severed completely. Almost the whole time I knew her, Mama was always running hard from something or hiding from it. Her first great escape was from her family, and to fully understand my story, you must fully understand hers. Thank you. Jenny, I'm so proud of you. It was a joy to get to know you and to spend these past 9 months with you. The time went by too quickly, and I'm going to miss you. So call me. We'll do lunch.